Welcome into the latest installment of Inside the WCC on the W.TV. I'm Jordan Cornette. Well, hoop season is upon us. Quads across the country in full swing of practice, and with that we hone in on one of the top teams in the land. A team I have pegged here in the preseason to win their 14th WCC conference title in the last 15 years. That's right, the Gonzaga Bulldogs. To get the insight on the Zags, we welcome in Tom Hudson, our Gonzaga Hoops insider. Tom, many have Gonzaga as a top 10 team this year. Much of the high praise comes from the arrival of two impact transfers, Kyle Wiltjer, Byron Wesley. How are they fitting in, and what kind of impact do you expect from the pair?
Yeah, Jordan, I think they're fitting in great, and I think the impact is going to be enormous, adding them to the core of Bell, Pangos, and Karnowski. You look at Kyle Wiltjer, sixth man of the year in the SEC a couple of seasons ago. He can score the basketball, which we all know is as vital as anything. I mean, he can really get his own shot and put the ball in the basket. And then I think with Wesley, a kid coming from USC who led his team in scoring in the Pac-12, the type of three that I don't know that we've ever really had here in Spokane at Gonzaga. We've had some guys who are really athletic. We've had some guys who could really shoot it well. But I think the combination that Wesley brings really is going to help this team immensely. I think he gives Coach Few a lot of different options. And bringing those two guys in, I think really sets this team up for a deep run into the NCAA tournament.
Embarrassment of riches with the Bulldogs. And another one of those riches, former NBA star and international star Vitas Sabonis' son, 6'10 freshman Domantas Sabonis joins the team. What kind of contributions will he make in his freshman campaign?
I think they're going to be immediate. The coaches have really been impressed by him. I mean, obviously the pedigree is there, and then I think, his experience over in Europe, he's very good, and I think he gives the coaches an opportunity to be able to spell Karnowski at the 5 if Ryan Edwards ends up redshirting, and gives them some different options. Obviously, he'll play behind Wiltjer primarily at the 4, but I think he's a kid who they like physically. They like his skill, and I think he's going to be one of the freshmen in a very talented freshman class for Gonzaga that stands out and really makes big contributions to this team.
In Mark Few's 15th upcoming season, some are saying this could be his best team yet. What say you to such claims, Tom Hudson?
I say yes, Jordan. I'll tell you a story. I had some fans walk up. My wife and I were out and asked me, hey, how good are we going to be? And I said, this team's going to be really, really good. And my wife just kind of gave me the wow. And she said to the people, she said, they must be really good because he's never, ever said that. I'm always the one who's trying to temper expectations a little bit, but I do think when you look at it, I mean, this team goes legitimately, 11 or 12 deep. I mean, I think that you look at the second 5 on this team, and they could start for a lot of schools in the country. Not the elite schools, but I think there are a lot of schools out there that would take Gonzaga's second 5 as their starting 5. So I think that Coach Few, and he's been saying it, and usually he tempers expectations by more than me. He's been saying, I think this is a really talented team. So I think we're in for some really special things at Spokane this year.
Well, me and Tom Hudson in full agreement. The Gonzaga team this year is going to be special. Thanks for the time as always, Tom.
All right, Jordan, thanks. Take care. For
more in-depth hoops analysis on every West Coast Conference team, lock into the W.TV Monday, 4 p.m. Pacific time for our WCC Media Day special. Let's take a look at a few other things going on in this conference. The San Diego women's soccer team took down Pepperdine in a 2-1 victory. It was the 4th win over a ranked opponent this season. Jacqueline Altsholt scored the game-winning goal and was named the WCC Women's Soccer Player of the Week. Let's move from soccer to volleyball as San Diego upset number 8 ranked BYU, snapping BYU's 11-match winning streak. Alaishu Brown recorded a career-high 22 kills. She was named the WCC Volleyball Player of the Week. I'm Jordan Cornette, and this has been Inside the WCC.